Archangel Michael says, a sacred veil has someone dreamed they were making love with you. This person is, been lifted tonight in the dream realm, and what was hidden has now come to light. Someone you know had a vivid dream where they were making love with you, and it wasn't just random, it was deeply spiritual, symbolic, and filled with longing. This person's soul is connected to you in a way they don't fully understand, but they can't stop thinking about what they saw. They woke up breathless, shaken, and would you like me to continue with the final portion of the 4,000-word script? Haunted by your touch that didn't come from memory but from something greater. The dream felt real, so real that they're now seeing you differently, almost as if their soul recognized you before their mind ever did. They're trying to deny it, but heaven knows the truth. The connection between you both has been quietly forming behind the scenes, like invisible threads pulling tighter with each encounter. Now, this person is beginning to realize that what they thought was admiration may have always been desire, cloaked in silence and fear. They never dared to imagine it so intimately until the dream forced them to confront it. The dream wasn't meant to tease, it was a divine revelation to wake them up to your energy and essence. Their subconscious was invaded by a truth that no longer wants to stay hidden, a truth that has your name written all over it. And now, even while awake, their heart is replaying every moment from that night. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They saw you in a setting that felt otherworldly, beautiful light, warmth, and a bond that melted time itself. It wasn't just physical, it was emotional, spiritual, and magnetic. That dream showed them what love looks like when the soul leads, not the body. They tried to shake it off as a fantasy, but heaven placed that vision there to awaken something ancient within them. Something that had been buried beneath years of confusion, denial, and silence. They're now caught between the life they've been living and the destiny that dream revealed. Every detail haunts them, the way your eyes looked at them, the way your touch healed something broken inside of them, and the way your bodies fit like they were created from the same source. They have never felt that in real life, yet in the dream, it felt more real than anything. That intimacy shook them to the core. This isn't just a dream, it's a spiritual message wrapped in passion, sent to stir a frozen heart back to life. Archangel Michael says they are now being guided to find you, to confess, to make sense of the fire you sparked. The heavens have given them a glimpse of what will be if they dare to follow this connection. Type Amen to get blessing 712. The person is someone you would never expect to feel this way. They've always kept a distance, shown restraint, but admired you silently from the corners of their world. Now that restraint is breaking, because what they saw can't be unseen. Their waking hours are now filled with questions they don't know how to ask out loud. They walk past you or watch your posts, wondering if you felt anything the same night they did. They're trying to decode the signs, hoping you somehow received a part of that dream too. They are hesitating because the reality scares them. The feelings are so intense that they're unsure if you'd ever see them the same way. But Archangel Michael says, their hesitation is being met with signs, nudges, and dreams that won't stop until they speak their truth. They've been dreaming of your lips, your breath, your voice calling their name in the stillness of night. And every time they wake up, the ache grows stronger. What began as one dream has now turned into an ongoing visitation of the soul. Type Amen to get blessing 998. This person is not a stranger, they are someone who has always felt a pull toward you but hid it behind formality, timing, or fear of rejection. They are in your orbit, closer than you think, and battling with the desire to step out of the shadows. The dream was their breaking point. The fire between your souls is not accidental, it is ancestral, karmic, and divine. You have shared many lifetimes, and this one was destined to reconnect you through something unforgettable. Heaven planted a spark in their sleep to awaken the passion buried beneath silence. They saw you in clothes you never wore in this life, in places you've never visited, but every detail felt familiar. That's because the dream wasn't just about the now, it was a flash of what once was and what will be again. Your souls are lovers from the past, meeting in the present, merging toward the future. They are now waking up with cravings they don't understand, emotions they can't explain, and a hunger for your presence. Their body may be in the real world, but their spirit is chasing the energy it tasted in that dream. You've ignited a sacred fire they can no longer ignore. Type Amen to get blessing 624. They're afraid that if they speak, everything might change, but what they don't realize is, everything already has. Their heart has already chosen you, and the dream made it undeniable. They are torn between holding back and diving in. Archangel Michael says, this is not just about lust, this is about recognition of your soul, your energy, your divine vibration. You awakened their dormant desires, the ones that had been suffocating beneath a routine life. They are now breathing again, through the memory of you. They have started writing texts to you and deleting them. They've rehearsed conversations with you in their mind, trying to find the perfect moment. They're nervous, yet deeply drawn, caught between fantasy and a future that's begging them to be brave. In that dream, they felt seen by you in a way they never have before. No judgment. No hiding. Just raw, real love wrapped in passion that shook them from head to toe. It's not just a dream, it's a soul contract being reawakened. Type Amen to get blessing 871. They want to tell you, but don't know how. They want to touch you again, not physically, but energetically, to feel that peace and power. They long to know if you felt the shift in the air the way they did. The divine is orchestrating meetings, crossing paths, synchronicities to bring this to the surface. What started in dreams is about to manifest in life. All they have to do is stop resisting the fire that was lit for a reason. You may feel strange emotions lately, waves of warmth, dizziness, sudden desire, heart palpitations. That's their energy reaching for yours. That's the echo of the dream crossing into your reality. Heaven has decided it is time. The energy between you two is too intense to remain locked in dreams. Archangel Michael says their truth will find you even if their voice cannot, because destiny never stays hidden for long. Type Amen to get blessing 455. They are walking around in a daze, thinking about you in moments they never expected. Music reminds them of that night. The scent of you lingers in places you've never been together. Their body responds to your name. They're not just dreaming of you, they're craving the version of themselves they were in that dream. The fearless, vulnerable, passionate soul who felt free in your arms. You brought that version to life in them. And now, they're wondering if you can love them for real. If you'll accept what they saw in that dream as a preview of what could be in this lifetime. Heaven is watching closely, aligning paths, sending hints. Every time you feel a chill, a spark, or your name being whispered in your spirit, that's them thinking of you. That's their soul calling out. That's the dream trying to cross over into waking life. Type Amen to get blessing 889. The night they had that dream, you were also restless. Your soul felt a stirring, a yearning you couldn't name. You were being visited too, but not by chance, by design. Your names are written in the same divine scroll. Your destinies are braided. The dream was not just for them, it was a shared awakening, a mutual pull of attraction, passion, and purpose. They are scared, but ready. They've held this in for so long, but the floodgates are breaking. Love this deep cannot be hidden. Forever. Archangel Michael says, if your heart has been beating faster lately, it's because their love is getting closer. Their body and soul are ready to confess. The dream was step one. Now, life must follow. Type Amen to get blessing 347. They've been fighting the urge to come forward, to look you in the eyes and admit they saw you in a way no one else ever has. But something keeps pulling them back, maybe fear, maybe the risk of losing what little they already have with you. Still, the memory of the dream burns too brightly to ignore for much longer. You are now imprinted on their spirit. No matter where they go or who they meet, your presence lingers like perfume on their skin. Every time they close their eyes, they are back in that dream, reliving the fire that words cannot describe. They want to tell you how soft your touch felt in that moment, how your voice wrapped around their soul like silk. You didn't speak much in the dream, but your eyes told them everything. They saw acceptance, longing, and a deep soul knowing. The kind that no time or distance can ever erase. The dream ended, but the feelings didn't. They've multiplied with each hour. This person is no longer just thinking about you, they're consumed. And it's beginning to affect everything around them. Type Amen to get blessing 729. They find themselves zoning out in meetings, walking down roads without knowing where they're going, or forgetting things they've done, because their mind keeps going back to you. The dream wasn't just desire, it was love, blooming in the most unexpected way. A spiritual eruption that refused to wait any longer. They're wondering if it was a one-time event. But heaven keeps replaying it in different forms. One night it was a beach. Another time, a candlelit room. Always the same result, your bodies tangled, your spirits glowing. Archangel Michael says the dream realm is heaven's playground for truth. What is shown there is not false, it's revelation. And this revelation has rewritten their understanding of who you are to them. They're slowly coming to terms with what this means. They're seeing signs in your direction. People around them mention your name randomly, your photo appears in places they weren't expecting, and dreams have turned into visions. Type Amen to get blessing 690. They're walking through life now with a secret smile and an ache they can't explain. Every time they touch their pillow, they hope to see you again in the same light. Every touch in the dream felt holy. Every kiss left a trace they can still feel. They are now readying themselves to come clean, not just to you, but to themselves. They are tired of pretending this didn't matter. Because it did. It changed everything. The person who dreamed of you is writing about you. In songs, in poems, in quiet journal entries. They're pouring their longing into words they hope you'll one day read. Words like, I miss her without even having her, and, how did I love someone who hasn't yet been mine? They are asking heaven for courage. They're not just afraid of your rejection, they're afraid of losing the one chance to fulfill what the dream promised. Their soul believes in it now. Type Amen to get blessing 481. The way they looked at you in the dream was with reverence. As if you were not just someone they knew, but someone they were made for. The intimacy wasn't rushed. It was sacred. Every heartbeat synced, every breath harmonized. They have started daydreaming now. It's not just night visions anymore. Even in the middle of errands or conversations, they drift to that space where it was just you and them. No noise, no judgment, just love. Archangel Michael says this is no accident. This is a crossing of fated hearts in divine time. The dream was heaven's invitation to walk into the reality your souls already signed up for. They want to reach for your hand and whisper, I saw you there, and I haven't been the same since. They want to know if you'll meet them halfway. If your spirit will respond the way your soul did in that vision. Type Amen to get blessing 522. You may have noticed their behavior shift recently. They're quieter, more observant, more intense. That's because they're evaluating everything now, every moment spent near you, every word you say. They're looking for signs that you might have felt it too. They're trying not to make it obvious, but their energy betrays them. Every glance holds too much. Every silence feels loaded. They are slowly becoming unable to hide what's boiling inside. You were glowing in that dream. Wrapped in light, untouchable and irresistible. They didn't just make love to your body, they worshipped your soul. And that's why they can't move on. Archangel Michael says this is their awakening. The beginning of their transformation. The path ahead may be scary, but it is paved in truth, and the truth is, you are their divine counterpart. Type Amen to get blessing 601. They're scared you'll laugh at them if they tell you. That you'll think it's just a fantasy. But this isn't lust. This is something more primal. Something holy. The dream unlocked their truth. They now find your name dancing in their prayers, even if they've never said it out loud. They're asking heaven to guide them to you in a way that honors what they saw. They want to honor you. This person didn't ask for this dream, it chose them. It came to them when they were vulnerable. When they least expected it. And that's what makes it sacred. It was real because they weren't trying to force it. They are learning now how to listen with their heart. Every beat says your name. Every blink brings your face. Every breath they take is a quiet hope that you feel it too. Type Amen to get blessing 818. If you've been feeling a strange warmth around your heart lately, it's them. If you've had moments of unexplained desire, longing, or flashes of passion, it's their dream energy touching you. The spiritual cord has already connected. This is a divine secret between you and them. No one else would understand. And yet, heaven is confirming it in the quiet ways only the soul recognizes. Archangel Michael says they are coming closer, not just in dreams but in life. You'll see signs soon, a message, a call, a visit, something small that opens the door to something big. Don't ignore it. Their courage is growing. Their heart is softening. And their love for you, once buried, is now breaking every surface. They are ready to honor what the dream showed them. Type Amen to get blessing 410. They've reached the point where silence is more painful than rejection. The longer they keep this dream bottled up, the more restless they become. They're starting to realize that if they don't speak up soon, the dream will turn into regret. They remember how your skin felt, how your eyes locked with theirs without a word, how time froze as your bodies moved with rhythm and meaning. It was not just pleasure, it was prophecy. That dream told them something their waking life could never express. Every time they see you, their heart pounds faster, as if recognizing you not just from this life, but from many before. They're convinced now, you are not just a person in their world. You are the missing piece that makes their soul complete. Archangel Michael says, what was shown to them in secret will soon be brought into the open. The dream was the message, but action is the reply. And they are preparing to give that reply, no matter what it costs. Type Amen to get blessing 977. They have asked angels to guide their steps toward you. They've prayed for signs and confirmations, and each time, heaven whispers your name back to them. Even strangers talk about dreams and connections around them now. Heaven is echoing the truth everywhere they go. They are even questioning past feelings, thinking maybe all along, it's always been you. Maybe the dream didn't start it, maybe it just revealed it. And now they are tracing every memory, every glance, every word you ever spoke. The dream wasn't about the body. It was about release, releasing fears, releasing masks, releasing the barriers that kept them from you. It was freedom wrapped in your embrace. They have stopped comparing you to others. Because no one else made their soul feel so alive. Even if it was just a dream, it awakened a loyalty they didn't even know they could feel. Type Amen to get blessing 334. They may act normal on the outside, but inside they are a storm. Torn between expressing what they saw or protecting their heart. But they know the longer they wait, the more they will ache. They are practicing the words. I dreamed of you. I felt something real. I saw a life with you. But they wonder if you'll laugh, if you'll back away. Still, their soul keeps pushing them forward. They are replaying the dream like a sacred film in their mind. Every movement, every breath, every moan, every whisper, it's etched into their being now. You are not a fantasy to them, you are a destination. Archangel Michael says this person has been assigned to you for a divine reason. The dream didn't just happen, it was part of your alignment. Your story. Your divine design. Type Amen to get blessing 556. The dream has triggered healing in their heart. It showed them what connection can feel like when it's pure and divinely orchestrated. It gave them hope again, not just in love, but in purpose. They are wondering if you've seen them differently lately. If maybe you feel the shift too. Because since that night, their energy has been reaching for yours, like hands in the dark hoping to find the other. They've started making changes. They're letting go of meaningless flings, toxic patterns, shallow distractions. Because after what they experienced with you in that realm, nothing else compares. They now believe in soulmates. In divine timing. In love that transcends the physical and enters the eternal. Because you gave them a glimpse of what that looks like, even if just for a moment. Type Amen to get blessing 699. They have questions, but more than that, they have conviction. They don't care if the world calls it foolish. They know what they felt. What they saw. What they heard you whisper. Your name is carved into their spirit now. Not because of the dream, but because of what it revealed. That beneath this human life, there is a greater love waiting to bloom. They are working up the courage to send you a message. A letter. A confession. Something small, but real. Something that will open a new chapter for both of you. Archangel Michael says, the moment they reach out to you, a new cycle will begin. The dream was the signal. Now life must mirror what heaven has already confirmed. Type Amen to get blessing 888. You may start dreaming of them too. Feeling their warmth at night. Hearing their name in your heart when you least expect it. That's how divine connections operate, they pull both ends of the thread. Heaven doesn't play with hearts. If this dream came, it came for a reason. It was a message wrapped in desire, purpose, and prophecy. And now that it has been delivered, action will follow. They are being shown flashes of the future, holding your hand, walking beside you, creating a life full of passion and peace. They don't want to just dream about you, they want to live it. They want to learn your body, but more than that, they want to learn your soul. They want to be the one who makes your fears melt, your pain fade, and your heart trust again. Type Amen to get blessing 479. They're no longer satisfied with pretending. They don't want to live a life where you're just someone they pass by. You were meant to be more. The dream made that clear. They've started aligning themselves spiritually, emotionally, physically, so they can be worthy of what they saw. They want to arrive not just with desire, but with devotion. You are their sacred obsession now. Not in a way that controls, but in a way that calls. They've been summoned to your heart, and they are answering that call step by trembling step. Archangel Michael says, the dream was not the beginning, but the ignition. What comes next will require faith, courage, and truth. And heaven will walk with both of you into it. Type Amen to get blessing 111.